You know, I just happened to look at myself today and realize I'm starting to look 50-ish. I guess on one hand, I don't completely feel it, but I am starting to, show all of the signs that I'm, just over the hump. This is DJ Wolf Live. Guys, I started, that's no joke, I started this podcast about 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, when I turned 50. I had been doing YouTube for a number of years. I've been doing YouTube since I was in my mid-40s. Something like that. Anyway, but I know I'm not getting any younger, which is one of the reasons I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm considering going to semi-retirement. I really am. I'm definitely considering, man. Tell you, the rat race in these jobs today is just something else, man. Hey, it'll wear you down. It will, especially when you get older. And you got to a point now where you got your kids out the way and you want to be able to do more of what you want to do. One of the things that I continue to still want to do is my music. I desperately want to do my music. The other thing that I really want to do desperately, beside my music, is my animation. I got the software. Well, I got a version of software I want to use. I just haven't gotten into it the way I really should. And that's a damn shame. Because the number one essence to me getting successful in doing animation is time. If I can have the time to really do it the way it needs to be done, it would be off the chain. I just don't have the time. I mean, it's like, I have the software. I just, the young guy, I forgot the guy's name. I think it was Brandon. I forgot. But anyway, the guy does a little round on YouTube. For those of you who haven't seen it, there are on Spreaker. It's a treat. Trust me. It's a very funny show. The animation is really good. And this guy's not even 30 years old, but he does several animations in what they call it, animation spoofs of other cartoons. He does a great job. It's the channel's called Cartoon Connect, so I'm gonna give you a shout out, bro. Give you a shout out, Cartoon Connect. Check it out. All right, now, but he the reason why I brought him up because he inspires me. He inspires me to do one of the things I've been wanting to do for a long time, ever since I was a little boy. It's animation. I've been wanting to do animation for, back in the days of Scooby-Doo and the Flintstones, man, for real. And I still want to do it. It's not that I don't have the means and ways of having it. I have the means, and when I mean means, I'm talking about I have the equipment I can do it on. It's just a matter of time. If I had the time, I'm telling you, if I had the time that I need to do what I need to do, I need at least a good 3 to 5 days to sit down and really work on it. At least do like a 10 second to 20, 30 second animation. I've done it before. It was Boom, called Toon Boom Animation. They're known for doing they are known providing animation software. Some of the biggest animated studios out there at one time, and it works pretty damn good. It doesn't take a novice. I mean, it doesn't take much to do it. You can be a novice and figure it out. If you know a little bit about art and how things move and stuff like that, it doesn't take much. And I wish I had kept that animation. It was an animation I did with my dog, and it was like 10 seconds. I actually got him to move and speak and everything. I was blown away when I did. I was like, wow. I'm just wishing that I just haven't fully invested like I wanted to do what I need to do. But if I had the time, oh my God, it would be incredible. Because I have so many ideas for doing animation. It's not even funny. Now, right now, I'm in the process of getting ready to do puppetry, which is something else I used to like doing too when I was young. I've done that too. I've never done it on video, except other than what I did for Old Mud, which is what I'm getting ready to get involved with doing some of that. But if I had the time, I mean, the kind of stuff that I really want to do as far as animation stuff would be incredible. I just need to spend the time. But like somebody told me, it takes a few months to really get good at doing it, especially if you're doing it on right. You get used to the software, and that's all I need. I just need the time to sit down and get it in. What I'm trying to say is, guys, if you have a passion for something, for a hobby that you really like doing, whether it be playing music, or whether it be working on cars, or whether it be, just go out there and learn it, breathe it, feel it, live it. I told you guys might have saw it. It was a video I posted on YouTube with my nephew, Bobby B. That's what I call him. That's his rap name, Bobby B. Rapping about his struggles. And I told him, I said, you need to learn your craft. Several years ago, he was trying to get into music. I don't think he was really trying to get into music like that, but now he's talking about he wants to be a rapper. I don't know what he wants to do. He said he wanted to be a singer, then he wanted to be... First he said he wanted to be a musician, then he wanted to be a singer, now he wants to be a rapper. A Christian rapper at that. He actually was pretty good. If you hadn't heard it, go check it out on my YouTube channel. For All to Hear TV. Under Bobby. He's actually pretty awesome. But one thing I know is he's a great writer. He can write his ass off. And that's what blew me away. I mean, he wrote a very deep, moving, and personal tribute to his mother at his mother's funeral about 2 months ago, and I almost cried when I heard him talk about it. And he has the gift for writing. He really, really does. I told him that. You should be a writer. You really should. And I was telling him that's it's a passion. I could see it's a passion that you really have. So he could become a Christian rap writer if he wanted to. He's that good. He's that good. I was blown away. But nevertheless, what I'm trying to say is, you got a little skill doing this or the other. I mean, I have family members who had experience in nurturing and nursing, to cutting hair, working on cars, doing computer stuff, managing skills. I mean, all kinds of stuff, man. And I noticed that from my family, we all have a specific talent in a specific field, and we're very good at what we do. It's what helped us earn that coin through life, And I mean, it basically it earned us our way through life by learning that skill and honing it. But we were all good at it. I watched I'm seriously, and this is a true story. I'm sure she don't really mind saying that. I watched my sister learn how to be a manager at the age of 7. Yes, I did. I watched her do it. But you know what? Unlike myself, you have family that backed her up on it. I'm not mad at her. I'm just saying, but I did watch her grow to be a man. I told her a while back. I watched her grow to become the manager that she is now. She's very successful at it. She's really good. And I was blown away by it. I still am. I wanted to be an artist one time, and I was decent at it. My brother actually, my younger brother, has surpassed me on that. Dad, and he knows how to cut hair. But and just saying, I mean, he's very good at it. I mean, but we all have that extra special skill. I mean, myself, I DJ. I do podcasts, what I'm doing right now. I've done video. I mean, those are some of the side things that I know how to do in addition to what I'm already doing. So it's it's a blessing. You know, and they talked about it at church one time too. That was a very, very good sermon about using your gifts. I actually used one of my gifts at church, matter of fact. Yeah, DJing. They insisted on paying me. I said, no, y'all ain't gonna pay me. I do this for the love of it. And outside trying to earn a little change, but I really do music for the love of it. I do. I really do. I just need to get my butt back into it a little bit more. That's what I'm gonna have to start doing. Real talk. But it's, you know, don't ever. I mean, look at Tyler Perry. I mean, and I always use him as a reference because he did what he did as a passion. Though it's for the love of what he wanted to do, what he liked doing. You know, he was. Oh man, why is traffic so damn slow today? You know, it's what he did and his love for what he was doing that made him a household name today. You know, he took that chance. He rented out an old theater, you know, turned it around a little bit, and he got into the annals of history as a result of that, in terms of his success. Now he's a household name all over. You know, my wife and I saw one of his earlier plays back about 20 years ago. Who would have thought 20 years later he'd be making television shows and hit films? You know, he got movies. I was just telling my wife the other day. I think one movie, what was it, Single Moms Club or something like that. I still haven't seen that movie. That's one of the movies that was also a big hit, huge hit. I've yet to see it. You know, not sure if I'm going to see. I'll probably watch it. I forgot that. I think Single Wives Club, Single Women, or something like that. Anyway, but it just goes to show you how talented this guy is. Every time you turn around, he got a movie out. Well, and there are guys jealous of him, like Spike Lee. I don't know why Spike Lee would be jealous of Tyler Perry. You know, well, at least he was. I don't know about now, but I know he has thrown him under the bus a couple of times. Not sure why, and there are people that don't like Tyler Perry. You know, actually, I'll be honest with you. This is me. I admire the brother because it ain't easy trying to go out there and do your thing and take that risk for something that you really had a real passion for, even though people didn't believe in you. They didn't believe in you. You know, I've been down that road. I've been down that road many, many, many times over with my own family. You know, oh, you can't do that. You know, I went through it over and over and over and over again. You know, our family member told me, oh, yeah, I always knew that you had. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You know, that's something I heard recently. I'm like, no, you didn't. You didn't believe that. You didn't believe I was capable of doing that. You did not believe. Don't say that. Well, I always knew you. No, you didn't. You're saying that now, but initially, you know, you didn't horn in on my skills. You know, they helped me develop, like somebody else I know. But that's another story. You know, but the grace of God, come on, man, what you doing? By the grace of God, I'm out there doing my thing. Thank the Lord. I've been blessed to be able to live to see it through. I am eternally grateful for that. I really am. You know, a lot of people out here, a lot of people, you know, never got a chance to really, you know, showcase their talents because of the fact you got people out here that didn't believe in them and they never got a chance to do it or never got a chance to live to do it. And that in itself is a shame. It truly is. You see it all the time out here. All the time. And I know I've known people like that. I mean, it's really a shame. You know, it's a true shame, actually. But that's why when I do what I do, I mean, at some point, I do try to remember those who have, been in my corner. I had two of them, my friend of mine, a cousin of mine, who showed me about playing guitar, and they're no longer around because I know I was going to get involved with trying to do some stuff with them, and unfortunately, it didn't happen like that. It's heartbreaking. It is. But I'm going to continue on anyway, even in their memory, to always try to strive to do better. Especially the things that I like doing. But I'm thinking about taking a second look at doing some animation. I actually, I downloaded some animation software that's very similar to Anime Studios software on my iPad just last week. Very similar. I haven't quite figured out. There's a few little extra tweaks you had to do to try to figure out how to get it to where you wanted to go. I play with it and it's like, but there's other options that it does have that I can do other things with on it. So I'm looking at those avenues as well. So I may not do the full animation, but it does give you an opportunity to do partial animation with the mouse and stuff like that. So I'm looking at that. But as far as my doing it directly on my desktop for the full animation software tools and stuff like that, that I'm going to be looking into for certain, because I really do want to get into it. And as I get older, I clamor to do more stuff like that. Yes, I mean, I guess you could say it's part of my bucket list. It's part of many things I wanted to get. I want to at least attempt to do, and actually be good at it. Maybe not to a point that I would ever be able to make money off of it, or start my own. Well, at least try to start my own studio. Maybe inspire some young people to get involved in doing their own thing and being creative. That I would love to do, for certain. I really would. Because I was thinking about that too, and somebody else talked about that. There's nothing more I would love to do than to be able to inspire a younger generation in doing the things that no one's ever inspired them to do before. And that's on everything I love. I would love to do that. Because a lot of this, many people of this young generations out here today don't have the inspiration from other people because they never had a man in their house to inspire them to do anything. That's a fact. I'm not speaking out of turn about this. Oh boy, here we go. I'm not speaking out of turn about this at all. Not at all. But we've had generations of young people who never had that. Even older guys. I know of an older guy who I think he did some time, and he never was able to do the things that he wanted to do when he was younger, but he clamored to do it when he got older. And I showed a couple of things that I knew about doing, doing that enable him to do things like that. And now he does music. He does a lot of music stuff digitally now as a result of that. And this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But I want to be able to be proficient enough as a future animator to be able to inspire others. Like the young man who inspired me to get back into doing that, into working on animation. It's creativity. It's the things that you can come up with and imagine and talk about. The things that you can inspire to tell people your story. Any story. I got a number of ideas. It's about 3 or 4 ideas for certain. But I may get back into to the animation game again. I got to. I just wish I could do it at a little bit faster pace, and I wish I could have the time to really do it the way I want to do it, so I can get proficient at it. So, with that in mind, that's all I got, guys. I just wanted to get some things off my chest and talk about what inspires me, and hopefully they'll get people to talk about what inspires them. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.